My core belief is that developers are happiest when they get to ship cool stuff.
When you decide to start working at a company, I think it's in part a logical decision, but it's also a very emotional decision in the sense that you can understand the specifics, but you want a feeling, like who are these people, what are they passionate about, what are some of the problems that they're looking to solve, what's their story, what's their history. And this is our very humble attempt at trying to address that and put something together. So go gentle on us.
Extrovert and an introvert. How bad can it go?
What could possibly go wrong?
Exactly.
Would you mind bringing us on your journey? Like, give us a little bit of your background. Like, where do you originate from?
I originate from north of Stockholm. I've been a hardcore coder pretty much since I was 12 years old. I have a dad who was also a coder and ran an IT business as well.
You have a tattoo there.
I have a tattoo saying coder.
It says coder, coder.
Coder. Yes. So grew up with computers, quickly got into graphics, also the creative stuff there. So I love graphics and then got into game development. So I've essentially been in the gaming industry for almost 2 decades. I'm that old, so you can cram that much into it. And then after that, ending up being the CTO of Mojang, my first step away from...
So Mojang as in Minecraft?
As in Minecraft, correct. Then I did my first step away from the gaming industry, which was heading up the Google Meet and Google Duo teams here in Stockholm.
Walk us through when you decided to join Epidemic. Like, what were some of the components? What were you feeling? What were you seeing? What were you excited about?
Right. So on the top of that list, of course, there are many things contributing, but one of the things was the phase the company's in. So I feel like this company really was and still is at this really sweet spot between being super fast and agile, so like the startup energy, but also having the resources and the means to like a bigger company essentially. So, and that combination is extremely powerful. So that was one thing. The other thing is just the space that Epidemic is in. This combination of music, tech, and creativity is just super motivating for me. I mean, I keep hearing when you have people here at the office, people are like, you can feel the creative vibe in the walls here. And I think that's really true. And that resonates with me a lot. Then finally, of course, I guess a bit cliche, but the people, of course. It's again, this mix of people with a startup energy, but also the seniority to do things right. So those, I guess, are the top things.
Would you say it's fair to say that in order to have impact, if I'm a developer, I need to be both autonomous and at the same time at the center of what we do? And if so, how do you think about that as it relates to Epidemic?
Right. My core belief is that developers are happiest when they get to ship cool stuff. So what we need to do is set up 2 things. So one thing is, of course, the culture and the mentality. People need to feel psychological safety, they need to feel trust, they need to feel inspired. So we all very often talk about this hack week feeling. So when you have passion-driven projects, you come together as a group and you do something really cool. So that's one aspect, but that's usually just takes you, part of the way there. The other thing is having the development environment to actually take it to the finish line. So having good developer experience, good platform, good technology, all of that. And that combination gives us this impact, autonomy, speed.
You talk about, we live by the creed that we want people to feel that other people are going to feel your work, in the sense that we are passionate about shipping and deploying. Structurally, we prioritize technical infrastructure amongst our key initiatives. We really take the long-term approach to try and set ourselves up for that kind of velocity and autonomy, right?
Totally. So I think we've really managed to get technology to be front and center at the company.
Let's just briefly use the last Hack Week as an example, because you reference it. Do you remember roughly, during Hack Week, how many different projects were we able to get sort of through Hack Week roughly? Do you remember?
Yeah, it's insane, and I've seen quite many Hack Weeks at different companies, and we're not that big of an org, but last Hack Week we had 50 plus projects that ended up being actually like demoable prototypes, which is an insane number, and also several of them have already now actually gotten into the product. So take for example Sound Match, which is our recommending music or sound effect based on the video. That was a Hack Week project. The whole North Star for us is again velocity. But I usually have to explain that a bit because velocity can be a bit of a loaded word. It's not about
Break it down.
It's not about rushing out code. It's not about rushing out features at any cost. It's about rather building the mindset, the environment, the tech platform to achieve velocity while still then maintaining quality.
Two things are true at the same time. We're still a fairly small organization, like sweet spot, I think is the word you use. We're on a first name basis with each other, while at the same time, our music sort of gets played 3 billion times per day. We have 70% of the world's largest YouTubers using our music on a daily basis. Like we have a massive global footprint.
And that is the sweet spot. So like being able to move fast, but still have the impact of a big company. That's a dream for any developer to be there.
Let's talk a little bit more about innovation in general, and maybe around Gen AI in particular. How do you think about it?
I mean, yeah, this is my favorite topic. So we could go on for hours if we wanted to. But I mean, we're at such an amazing place already, like the feature set, what we can get out of AI now. But yeah, it is definitely the worst it will ever get. And we as a company are in, again, such a sweet spot when it comes to AI. I mean, first of all, we have, being in this creative space, there are so many things where unlocking the magic is so, like AI is purposely, like super well fit for that purpose. So that's super exciting, from music discovery to, music adaptation, matching, like optimizing the creator workflow. Also from the data side, AI lives off of data, but we also have these 3 billion data points every day from social media, etc.
So that's with a B. So we were talking about 3 billion pieces of signal every single day. It's like 20 Super Bowls per day of signal, which we get to accrue and helps us understand what the internet sounds like. We're fortunate to have an incredible set of customers and users, and we work with spectacular artists and storytellers and platforms. But we're still in the very early phase, right? There's so much ahead of us in terms of like building and understanding and like big, difficult problems to solve. So there's this English expression which I love, which I think is called dog fooding. And it's basically the notion you test your own product, you eat your own dog food, right? And you put out a task to yourself at the beginning of this year, which if I'm not mistaken was every week you want to do what? At least
create one video using, of course, Epidemic sound as the product for the whole year. 1. Check. Fluff.
Okay. I'll use AI.
But then also layer in as many of the other products out there as well to test and know exactly what's going on, right?
Exactly.
How are you finding that endeavor?
The promise to myself, I think, was sane, but then publicly saying it to everyone.
Committing to it.
To everyone at this company, I don't know if that was ambitious or just stupid, but time will tell.
It was inspiring.
It was inspiring.
For sure, it's inspiring. Like you have a huge, very passionate following internally. There are many of us who look forward on a weekly basis to see your next story. What kind of people are you looking to have join Epidemic? Like, what's the profile? What kind of personal traits do you think suit people that really thrive and enjoy working?
You're well off if you're some nice combination of being humble, curious, but also have this get shit done mentality. Then you would sort of fit really well here. And in terms of what they would get if they start here, I would say, again, they get to ship a lot of cool shit. And again, they get to be at this sweet spot again, to move quickly, but still have the impact. And I think that's, a great place to be for any developer.
So with that said, thank you everyone for tuning in. reach out. We want to get to know you. Come join us because the world will feel your work.